Next up in our Rhythm and Blue highlights is the Music Department's Scholarship Concert, starring the Montgomery College Jazztet and the World Ensemble Latin Band.
This is the Music Department Scholarship Concert, and we really appreciate your coming because, as you probably know, the old adage about musicians is that we never have money, but it's even worse for students. So we're really glad that you could come tonight and help contribute to the scholarship fund.
We try to have at least 1 to 2 music scholarship concerts a year. It's really important because it's the biggest way that we're able to get funding for students who couldn't otherwise be music majors. Most of our students work full-time jobs. The scholarship concert actually helps provide enough tuition money so that there are a handful of students every semester.
I received a music scholarship last fall semester. It has benefited me tremendously. I mean, paid for my music course that I did.
I first received a scholarship last semester. Fall of '07, when I came to register, the chair of the department, just offered the scholarship to me, and it was great.
I received a scholarship in the fall of '07, and it helped a lot with just general funds.
It helped me in a lot of ways, one, being able to fund books and being able to just kind of get even more motivated to do better, and so far it's been great. I've been having a great experience at MC, really.
Usually the students who have done some service for the school by performing at different school events, by talent, by need, and then also by reliability and how much, actually by passion. I would say a lot of times we can really tell who are the passionate ones who really want this. So even if they're not the most talented, we know that they're going to really succeed. So we try to give it for that.
I would absolutely love to have a scholarship. It would make all my dreams come true, to go to school. All the schools I want to go to in New York and Boston are very expensive, I could say. And, I come from a very, we get by, our family gets by, but it would make life so much easier. It would make my dreams of becoming a professional musician and touching people with my music and expressing all the messages I have to this world a lot easier.
The Jazztet is sort of a smaller chamber group of a full jazz ensemble. A full jazz ensemble is normally 15 to 19 players, and a Jazztet is generally 4 to 9 players on average.
I joined Jazz Ensemble last semester, and through joining these classes, part of the curriculum is to perform a certain amount of concerts that our teacher or whoever is in charge books for us.
It's just a smaller size big band, and it's basically used to do more intimate sort of performing and give soloists more opportunities to perform.
I've been directing the World Ensemble now this is my 6th year, and as you know, this community is so fantastic in its diversity. So every year we add more and more ensembles, it seems like, as part of the World Ensemble to reflect that diversity. We happen to have an extremely large Latino population base with fantastic musicians, professional, amateur, and student musicians. So the last 3 years we've had a Latin band as part of the ensemble.
The Latin band is part of the World Ensemble, which is a class in the music department, which encompasses music from everywhere, you know, in different parts of the world.
The World Ensemble to me is really important to the music building as a whole, to the music program, because it brings everybody together. Instead of you having a classical course, you have classical coming into the World Ensemble, you have Latin coming into the World Ensemble, you have reggae coming into the World Ensemble. So it joins everybody.
The most rewarding part would be just being able to perform your music and your talent in front of your fellow students, and just to share that with your college, your community.
The MC Music Department, I think, is very unique for a two-year school. I mean, we offer a lot of different type of programming. We offer the basic traditional European classical tradition with the choral groups, the orchestra, and the wind ensemble. And then on the other side, we have a world music ensemble, we have a jazz ensemble, jazz chamber groups that feature music that come from other parts of the United States and then other parts of the world.
Every semester it changes according to who's in the ensemble, and we try to vary it for the needs of the students and who our local resident artists are. We also bring in resident artists from Australia. People have come from Korea and China to do coachings with us, so we're very fortunate to be here.
The professors here are really talented. Every one of them that I've come to meet and talk to is full of talent. You know, each in their own way, but they have a lot of knowledge. You know, so it's inspiring. It's very inspiring. It's like, yeah, I want to get to that point.
Playing with the MC professors, they give you the freedom to express yourself, especially in World Ensemble. You get that, that's like the first thing you get to do is express yourself. You don't have to be the best musician. And if you're the worst musician, you still find a part. There's still something for you to do.
The professors have helped me become a better musician because they're very well trained and they know where to step in and help you.
I was privileged to tour with a string quartet, the Soldier String Quartet, for 10 years, in which time I played with Sting and John Cale.
At 10 years old, I started playing the trumpet and never stopped. And then continued on to college at LSU, grad school at Howard, and that's what brought me to DC.
And I also toured with a Persian funk band for about 7 years. And I've had a really nice career as a musician, and I still tour quite a bit.
Taught in a high school for almost 15 years in Virginia before I came to MC, and this is my 3rd year. And then I also work as a professional trumpet player in the area, specializing in Latin music and jazz.
As a professor, I can bring a lot of my performance experience, my stories, the work I've done with great musicians and composers into the classroom.
In the classroom, you know, I try to tell them the reality of actually being a musician. You know, you go to a place to play, there's no power source. What are you gonna do? You go to a place to play, the piano's out of tune. What are you gonna do? You have to be able to adapt.
I also try to give these skills to the students so that they can become leaders and musicians active in the local community in a variety of styles of music.
And then also I emphasize teaching my students how to make a living, because when I was in college, no one told me how to make a living as a musician. They only told me how to play well. And so I make sure I incorporate the business side of life for my students.
The best part about being in the music department is kind of the entire experience, really learning a lot, you know, getting to meet other people.
Here at Montgomery College was the first time in my life where the professors and the students are all engaged together.
It has allowed me to find myself. It has allowed me to try instruments that never heard about, never seen, never thought I'd ever get to hold, and play these instruments on stage.
The most important thing that the music department has brought is bringing people out of their shell. I was very shy before I came here, and it just kind of develops you into a character and a performer.
I encourage students to apply for this scholarship because we do have money in our account and we do like to give it to students, especially since we know a lot of the students in this community really need the money.
For more information about how to apply for a music department scholarship, contact the music department at 240-567-5209 or go to montgomerycollege.edu/departments/musicrv.